For today, you will need a bucket of water and a paintbrush, a piece of paper, some paints, and your white mixing tray. So today we're going to learn a little bit about mixing, and the first thing you need to make sure that you do is have a lot of water on your brush and a lot of paint on your brush. So I like to swirl it around the paint several times to make sure I have lots of water. And I'm going to gently push the paint into one of the dents on my mixing tray. So I'm going to get some water, I'm going to wash my brush, and then I'm going to switch colors and get lots of paint on my brush, and I'm going to mix those colors together. And you're going to notice that the color changes. So I'm going to use that color to paint on my paper. I'm just going to paint some lines and see what kind of creative idea I can come up with. So my red and my yellow I mixed together to make this orange color. Okay, now I'm gonna try two new colors. So this time I'm gonna grab some blue, again making sure I have lots of water on my brush and making sure I get a lot of paint on my brush as well. And I'm going to push the paints into the dent on my mixing tray. And once I have enough of that color, I'm gonna wash my brush and I'm gonna get my new color. So let's see what blue and yellow make. I'm just making some wavy lines with my paints. Okay, I'm gonna try a new color combination. This time I'm gonna start with some blue, making sure I have lots of blue on my paintbrush, and I'm pushing it into my mixing tray. And this time I think I'm going to wash my brush and I'm going to get some red. So let's see what blue and red make. Oh, they make like a purpley, it makes like a purpley maroon color. Where do we see maroon a lot? One thing I also want you to know is that black and white also mix well with colors. They do something special, so let's test it out. I'm going to start with blue, and I'm going to make sure I have lots of water on my brush and lots of paint on my brush. I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to get some black to see what happens. So it kind of made a darker blue, like a navy blue. So the cool thing about black is that it makes colors darker. So maybe you could experiment with that a little bit today. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about white. So my white had a little bit of colors on it, so sometimes you can just kind of scrub those off if someone accidentally mixed it before you. I'm going to start with some red today, and I'm going to mix that with white and see what happens. So I got lots of red on my brush, and now I'm going to get some white. I'm going to get lots and lots of white. Let's see what happens. So it made like a pink color. So how do you make pink? Red and white. So white actually makes colors a little bit lighter. So red mixed with white to make red lighter looks like pink. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted my artwork to look like, and I thought that these wavy lines kind of looked like some wavy buildings. So I'm going to take some black and add some details and just kind of finish up my artwork today. So I'm just adding details to finish up my artwork. I'm giving it a night sky and some grass.